up, mob? We back at him again, man. When they thought it was finna end. Thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy, Stories with V. At this time, mob, y'all know what I need y'all to do for us, man. Like, share, comment, and I repeat, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers. If you're new to the platform, welcome. Y'all know the motto by now, man. Kick back, relax. I got the rest of the show from here. AV mob, let's get them, let's get them, let's go. What's up, mob? We back at him again, man. When they thought it was finna end. V Crime Story Time, episode 2. Part 2, let's dive straight into it. So now, y'all, we done already seen how the last episode ended. They done wiped down Mr. Junebug. Now, wicked and wild part about Mr. Junebug or that older generation is they come up under old law. Now, what do I mean by old law? They still move by loyalty, honor, principles, characteristics. They still got credos that they live by under no circumstances are they going to break. The number one rule being loyalty. So now, the young guys is here. They done took over the block. They done got rid of the old generation, or so they think, or more so for the time being. So now they doing a 1-2. But what does that breed? Now it's shark on shark. Now it's Doug against Doug. Now it's beast against beast, dealing with the straight young era. Now, the wicked and wild part about our generation is, man, we ain't grow up with no guidance because of the fact of when we jumping off the porch, all of our old heads, all of the OGs, all of the older gangsters, they just catching them fresh 10-year, 20-year, 30-year bits. So now think about it. We coming outside at 15, 12, 13 years old. They just getting 20-year bits. So even if they do 10, by the time they come home, we 26 on our way to being 30. We not even trying to hear nothing that y'all talking about because for the last 10 years, we've been out here fending for ourselves. We've been teaching ourselves the rules. We've been teaching ourselves the game. Whatever it is that you need to know when you don't got no guidance, when you don't got no chain of command, somebody that's going to tell you, look, shorty, this how you do this. This how you put that together. No, this how you orchestrate the block. This how you run the block. This where you put the lookouts at. When you don't got nobody that's going to sit you down and give you that good game, everything that you learn, everything that you teach is going to be within yourself. So now, boom. The young guys is on the street. They going at it. They going to war with each other now because with the new generation is more so a popularity contest. Is more so really about who know the most people, who know more people, because the more people I know, if I'm getting money, I'm shining, I'm rocking the diamonds, I'm driving the fast cars, I'm knocking down the fast broads, 9 times out of 10 more people gonna gravitate towards me just because they want to get close to me. They want to be seen in the same light that I'm seen, and not even the fact that I get busy, not even the fact that I'm a good motherfucker, not even the fact that I do good for the team. A person just want to be around you because they feel as though I know I can benefit. I know he got the bras, he got the money, he got the chain. What does that equal up to, y'all? He got the attention, and we all know clout is worse than drugs right now. That addiction to clout right now is out of this world, man. So boom, the young dudes is going at it for real. They knocking each other off, trying to see who going to take reins of the block, trying to see who out here catching the most bodies, trying to see who the top Doug. And it's really wicked and wild because a lot of the shit is either over a female or a high. The whole principle about money then gone out the window because a lot of these guys, they just selling drugs to buy the drugs that they like. Think about what I just said, y'all. You got motherfuckers waking up in the morning just trying to hit a sale just to go beat somebody else sale. Meaning I might sell you some smack just to go cop the perks that I like. So it's a wicked and wild cycle out here in the streets in 2025. So now, boom, they doing a 1-2. It's an ongoing war. They knocking each other down, but in the back of their mind, everybody done forgot about the shit that got them up until this point. Meaning, y'all done took out the older generation, aka Mr. Junebug. Now, like I already told y'all, Junebug come from a line of gangsters all the way leading back to his great-grandfather, his grandfather, his father. Now the ball ended up dropping to his court, so the whole bloodline got a generation of homeboys, friends, and associates that love them, that's gonna ride for them. So now, like I told y'all, you got the older wave of guys that's just coming home. They making their way back into the street and they institutionalized. They don't give a fuck about nothing. And it's more so like they already got a chip on their shoulder because I'm coming home. Y'all niggas done took out my main man. Fuck him just being my homeboy. That was my line. That was my connect. That's who, when I came home, he was ready to put us back in position. And now you telling me some young niggas done got you out the way so they can take over the block and they going to war not even making no fucking money on the block? Man, you crazy. This is the mindset that the old gangsters is bringing back. Now you gotta recognize, like I always tell y'all, you got OGs meaning old gangsters, then you got OGs that just mean older guys. So please don't get them confused. So now, one of the guys, let's just say an old gangster come home for real, when he come back on the bricks, He link up with some of the old timers that's still left in the game, but they non-active, meaning they just sitting back. Some of them own bars, some of them own barbershops, some of them own little mechanic shops. They just staying out the way because they don't want to deal with the riffraff that's coming with this new generation that's being ushered in. So now when he come home, he shoot down the tire shop for real. He shoot up the barber shop. He go to his homeboy bar. When he get down the bar, the homeboy that own the bar, he putting them on game. Yeah, man, them young niggas round there, man, they done wipe down Junebug all over some nonsense. These little niggas, and I ain't gonna lie, man, Junebug is kind of blamed because the little niggas was doing their thing, you know, on their own little block. Junebug, him being so ego gone, him being so ball stricken, he wanted to get the little niggas out of there because they ain't come cop from him. And you know, the little niggas ended up standing on all 10. Now, the old gangster that's coming back home, he recognized and he respect the shit that Lil Bam Bam and Man Man did because he looking at it like shit. When I was their age, I would have done the same thing too. A motherfucker trying to come take something from me and I ain't did shit to you. It only gotta go one way because you coming around here fucking with me. I ain't did nothing to you. I don't owe you, like I told y'all in the last episode. I don't even know you. So for you to come around here and try to take something and tell us we can't hustle on this block, you done bumped your fucking head. So now, but he's still looking at it like, man, Junebug, my homeboy, man, fuck that. We gotta get back for that. So now, the dude that owned the bar, he end up telling the OG where the little dudes be hustling at for real. He ends up, you know, giving it about a week or two. He linked up with his good men. They spin around that motherfucker. They ends up nailing 2 little dudes, 2 M1. So now, he officially not only back in the game, he officially back active, but now he on the chopping block as well. He on the menu because you didn't just came home and put yourself in harm's way because you don't even know the army that we got. Yeah, all the young niggas, we going at it with each other, but we still got an alliance and a little piece of loyalty when it come to outsiders. And anybody that's in the older generation during this time, they being looked at as an outsider. So now, he do his 1-2 for real. About a week or two later, you already know how it go. People talking too much, word end up getting out who committed the murder. So now when word get out for real, Bam Bam and Man Man get word, everybody that's around they block, they find out who the old gangster is. Oh, alright, he be going to the bar every night, so forth and so on. They find out the dude that own the bar, he on the menu too. Whole time, let's say they give him about a week or so, let shorty get comfortable. They catch him one night, he go down the bar, get busted. He leaving out the bar late night, about 2-3 in the morning. As he's going to his car, he open his car door. Man and them run out the alley for real. They ends up weighing him out. Boom, 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 boom. They stand over top of him, hitting them 3 more times. Boom, boom, boom. They gets up out of there. So now, they done got their get back. But the wicked and wild thing about this whole timing is during this time where this war is picking back up with the older guys, is more old heads that's coming home too because it was just their time. I don't know why. It was like the parole board was giving their time back. They was getting back on new laws. It was something going on during this time that a lot of the old gangsters was coming home. So now, as they coming home, they starting to form their alliances. And you got to understand, these guys is old killers. So they is still advanced. So once they get about, let's just say 8 deep, once 8 of them get back on the street and they able to put their ears to the street, get their feet back on concrete and start, you know, grouping up their young hitters, they old hitters, whatever the case may be, they ready to go to war. So now it's back on old versus young war part 2. So now though, these old guys, they not playing. I'm talking about they got this head tapping shit down to a science. I'm talking about to the point to where as though they dressing up as women, they dressing up as drug sales, and they pulling up on blocks, they walking down, they cracking the young niggas. 4 dudes end up getting dropped within the first 5 months. Now 2 old guys end up getting cracked too. So that's 6 bodies already dropped within 6 months time. So now, one night they find out that the dude, remember I told y'all the dude that owned the bar, he was already on the menu. They had fell back from him after they caught the first OG leaving the bar that night because they looking at it like, man, we don't want to really bring too much attention down here. Now the police looking out, staking out and shit. No, we fuck that shit. We done caught you right here. We gonna catch you another time. But now, fast forward 7-8 months later, they get word that the dude that owned the bar, this is the new old headquarters. Like, this is where they meeting at every night. This is where they putting the game plan at together. This is the spot. So we need to get the nigga that owned the bar, wipe yo down. Whole time they give it about another week. They catch the dude that owned the bar. He closing the bar one night, 2-3 in the morning. He the only one there. Everybody already left. He goes around back, lock the back door. He come around the front. He walk through the back door, through the bar, come out the front door, close the door, he ready lock that motherfucker. As he turn around to put the key into the lock and lock it, they head tap him 3 times in the back of the head. Boom, boom, boom. He falls right there. They stand over top of him, hit him 2 more times. Boom, boom. Leaving him right there, M1, in front of his doorway, in front of his bar, all over. Wicked and wild situation. So now they gets up out of there and it's on news break the very next day, or the next morning. All the old heads find out what's going on, so now they gotta regroup. All of them meet up now at the tire shop. Remember I told y'all one homeboy had a bar, one homeboy had a tire shop, and the other homeboy had a barber shop. So now they all meeting down the tire shop for real. They all down there cooling, and you already know what time it is. It's time to get back. The war don't stop. It's blood in the street. We gotta keep this shit going for all our fallen soldiers. This is the mindset that everybody is playing with at this time. Boom, y'all. So now they go down the tire shop for real. They working on their game plan. They get their plan together. They goes back out there. Now they know that it's a day party going on this day. Now you already know the young niggas is going to the day party. They want to cut up. They looking at it like shit. We just caught another body. We winning the war right now. Young versus old. We gotta hold our ground. But you still got the mindset of I still want to have fun. And this is where the wicked and wild games come in at, because like I told y'all, the older guys is war veterans, so they already understand. All of y'all little niggas not war ready. Y'all, if it's 10 of y'all, 4 of y'all ready to really sling that iron. The other 6 y'all just hanging around looking for the attention, looking for the clout. So now when they go to the day party for real, the young dudes, the old heads pull up to the day party, but they more so scoping in the parking lot. Now they know who they targets is, even though it's hella people at this party. They ends up catching the let out. Now you got a lot of people that might not go to the party because of whatever situation they in, but they'll go to the let out to see everybody coming out, catch a pair of soft legs, holler at they men, whatever the case may be. So now the old dudes pull up to the let out for real. They ends up seeing a couple of the young niggas falling out. They going to the car, but it's a couple of females with them right there. The old heads, they don't care. They jump out, get the nailing at the car. Bang, 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 bang. Now, mind you, it's 3 OGs jumping out the car, and it's a whole parking lot full of young dudes. Everybody that's at the party, female and male. They start airing the parking lot out. 2 of the young dudes end up getting M1 clear, and a female end up getting hit. Thank God, though, she ends up pulling through. But you know what it is, all off of sacrificing people being in the wrong places at the wrong time. So now, the old heads is looking at it like, shit, man, we back up. What the fuck y'all gonna do? At the exact moment that this is going on, probably like a week later, another old head get released from prison. He come home for real. He want to get back in the mix. So he linked back up with the old heads. They tell him, look, right now we ain't on no getting money shit. Right now we on some getting our blocks back shit. Then we gonna get the pride up. Then it's back to getting money. So if you coming home and you trying to get straight back to getting money, don't fuck with us, because right now we in the middle of some shit. Whole time he like, man, fuck that shit, I'm ready to go. But what he don't understand is, or he has no clue of, he's under federal investigation right now. He don't even got a clue that he just got released from the state, and now the feds is watching him because he had just got booked for a big little drug case for real. He walked his time back, end up getting back on some new law. Now he back on the streets. But now you done plugged in and got involved in with the old head dudes. He get involved. His very first mission. His very first mission, he ready to go around there and he ready to spank the little dude. Whole time, like I told you, the feds watching him. They ends up pulling the car over. They pull the car over. He got a loaded pistol in there. They book him. When he get down the district, you already know he not trying to go back to jail alone or prison, but he definitely not trying to go to no federal penitentiary. They put the shake up on him. They ends up scaring him. You already know what he do, y'all. He ends up cooperating. Listen, I know about X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third. So now the peoples end up getting on top of the OGs that's going to war with the young boys. They get involved in that. The Lord dude, or the older guy that ends up telling, he give them a couple names, telling them that these guys are still old drug dealers. They not active right now as far as hustling, but they active in the murder game. Whole time they still execute the warrants, hit a couple of guys' houses. They find some loaded pistol and some drugs. I want to say about 14 dudes end up getting booked. 7 old heads, 7 young guys, because once the police start looking into the war, you gotta look into both sides. So they do what they do. They ends up executing search warrants on both sides. 14 dudes end up getting booked. And the old head that end up telling, he end up getting released, coming home. You already know what happened to him. Not even 30 days later, they find him in the back of an alley, 3 shots to the head. Wicked and wild, man. This is why I tell y'all, yo, Do not get involved in the streets, because the mindset of a motherfucker feel like, man, I own this block, I own this space, I got the rights to this shit. I'm going to war with you because you went to war with my old head. I'm going to war with you because you went to war with my homeboy. It's just a wicked, wild, and vicious cycle, man. So take it from the kid, man. Do not get involved. With that being said, Mob, thank y'all for riding with me. Well, you know you forever locked in with your boy, Stories with V. At this time, one more time for me, Mob. Like, share, comment, and I repeat, smash that subscribe button, y'all. We'll be at 100K in no time. From the bottom of my heart, I love each and every one of y'all, man. Hey, Mob, let's get this video right here. 300 likes, 10,000 views. Hit it with me. Let's get them. Let's get them. Let's go. We out.